In order to meet the requirements for an associate degree, you should follow Plan A. Plan A lays out the general education requirements for an AA degree. A minimum of 60 degree applicable units must be completed with a 2.0 GPA to qualify for the AA degree. When you're looking at Plan A, notice that there are 4 proficiency requirements that must be met for graduation: mathematics, reading, writing, and health. When meeting the proficiency requirement for mathematics, you need to complete Math 80, 80B, 75, or a transferable math course with a C or higher. See counselor for additional options. For the reading proficiency, you need to complete Reading 54, 97, or 102 with a C or higher. For writing, you need to complete English 100 or English 100S with a C or higher. When you meet the health and wellness requirement, you can take either an activity course or a lecture course, or if you're taking a health occupations program, you do not have to take a course because you will meet that when you complete the program. The next category is natural sciences. In this area, you just need to select one 3-unit course. It can be either a physical science or it can be a biological science, and it doesn't matter whether the class has a lab or not. Notice that some of these classes are listed with a lab in parentheses. Again, you do not have to take a class with a lab. In the next category, Area B is the social and behavioral sciences. You have to select one course from either American history or American government. In the next area, social and behavioral sciences, it depends on how many units you have, whether or not you need to take a course in this category. Talk to a counselor to help determine if you have met the unit requirement. In category C, humanities, you have to select one course from either fine arts or humanities. The next category, D, language and rationality, there's 2 areas. The first area, English composition, you must complete English 100 or 100S. For the next area, communication and analytical thinking, you must select one course. Notice that English 100, 100S, Math 80, 80B, and a transferable math courses are noted in these 2 areas. When you meet the proficiency requirement for mathematics and English, you are going to automatically meet the requirements in these 2 categories. However, you do not have to take Math 80, 80B, or a transferable math course. You can take anything in that area you would like. As you look through Plan A, you may have noticed that some of these classes have an asterisk, a double asterisk, and other classes have a CL notation. A single asterisk means that the class is listed in more than one category. If you take a class that has a single asterisk, you have to select which category you want it to count in. It cannot be counted in 2 categories. Double asterisks mean that the class does not transfer as a general education requirement for Plan B or Plan C. If you take a class that has a double asterisk, you cannot count the class in Plan B or Plan C. So, if you're thinking about transferring in the future, do not take a class with a double asterisk. Some of the classes had a CL, which means cross-listed, or the class is offered in 2 different disciplines. If you have any questions, please meet with a counselor to further discuss.